Welcome, I'm Constant Disappointment. So, hello, you're right. I was on Omegle and this bloke was trying to convince me that a god exists, and he said, this was near the end of the chat. He said, "Why are you alive?" And I said, "Because my parents had sex and I've not died yet." And he said, "Okay." And I said, "7 minutes!" And Strange said, "Why your body is continuously working properly?" And I said, "Because I eat food and drink water." And he said, "Why your heart is always pumps?" And I said, "Because I eat food and drink water and breathe air." He said, "No." I said, "No what?" I said, "You got 4 minutes to convince me God exists." And then I said 3 minutes 30 seconds. And then he said, "Body has required food and water to maintain you body fit." I said, "Yep, 3 minutes." And then I said 2 minutes 30 seconds. And then he said, "So may you can't make blood, bones and every part of body with the help of food and water." And I said 2 minutes. And he said, "But it's impossible for science." I said, "Yes, I can. I do it all the time." 1 minute 30 seconds. And Stranger says, "God is made a proper format for our nature." I said 1 minute. He said, "We can maintain things but can't regenerate." Or he said regerate, but he meant regenerate, I think. And I said, "We breed." And I said 30 seconds. And then I said, "Bad luck, mate. Doom Eternal, let's go!" I have disconnected. Yeah, the rumors were untrue. They were making me worried, but I mean, there's gross things like this torso hanging here, but it's not actually that dangerous. I mean, it doesn't seem that relaxing. There's a lot of banging and atmospheric noise going on. But there's not actually anything to be worried about. See, I was worried this game was going to be too hectic, too difficult, too complicated for me. But as you can see, that's far from the case. Wandering around, just taking in the scenery, the architecture. It's quite lovely in a way, you know. It's yeah, it's a bit it's a bit cybergoth, it's a bit steampunk, but it's got its charm, you know what I mean? And you know, as long as you're safe somewhere, as long as you can feel safe somewhere, you know what I mean? It's yeah, it's pleasant. I was so excited waiting for this, and you can see why. It was worth the wait, definitely. So yeah, what's been going on? Coronavirus hasn't affected me much because I don't really go outside much anyway. Yeah, I don't have no effect on me. I'm not worried. I think I'm gonna be like one of the cockroaches or something, but no, I'm not really. I'm just yeah, I mean, I don't pretend to be any better than the rest of them, you know what I mean? I don't mean to suggest that to anyone. I just agree with the fact that men are a problem. Just because I happen to be one doesn't make me doesn't make that not apply to me. I mean, if it's quite a small area actually, really, isn't it? I think we've seen pretty much all of it now. I mean, yeah, you might see men championing women's causes, but I mean, it's nice to see when it happens, but just because they're agreeing with you doesn't mean, you know what I mean? Doesn't mean that they're an exemption from the rule. It's true. Did you see what happened with all the empty stuff, mate? Oh, I've been so involved with that. I didn't mean to be involved with that. It's just like, when I first saw it happening, I wasn't watching MD's channel. I hope she doesn't mind me talking about this, but I was subscribed to her for a long time, but I only caught 1 or 2 videos here and there. But when it became obvious what was going on, I wanted to help, but my first thought was like, the last thing she needs is more blokes. She's gonna start thinking, oh, some blokes you can trust. So I tweeted, but no one looks at my Twitter, same as they don't look at my YouTube. Tried to get some women to talk to her and be supportive of her and help her out, because that's obviously what she needed. Some people who didn't think like the horrible bastards she got herself involved with. Sort of like, can we shoot anything? There was a torso down there, wasn't there? Let's go and shoot that torso. Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone really reads the where's the torso? Is it? It's around here somewhere, isn't it? Oh, let's shoot something anyway. It's Doom, isn't it? We should have shot something by now. Let's go. Yes! Fucking Doom. Doom Eternal. Nice one. Yeah, no one really reads the YouTube user description box, I don't think, apart from me. But it does say they're hypocrite part of the problem, and I don't think that's something that... I think that's something you should pay attention to. Like, if you think I'm saying things you agree with and I'm doing the right thing, just bear that in mind. There's a reply I made on Twitter as well. I was being kind of a downer because a woman had said this bloke had done something that taken a dog out without asking her if she could do, and everyone was like, oh no, that's lovely, he's being lovely. And I was like, yeah, even if a man is being lovely to you, or seems to be being lovely to you, you should not let your guard down. You should keep your eyes open for patterns of behaviour and stuff. You know what I mean? So, yeah, basically, it still holds true from what I was saying in that, yeah, we've seen the whole of this map now. That's it. I'm not even sure how to progress, actually. I didn't have much desire to try to, but what was it? Was that a secret up there? Oh, green thing. Yeah, no, yeah. Ooh, look at that. Oh, health pack, that's not good. That indicates we might need it soon. That's worrying. What was I talking about? Yeah. Yeah, basically it still holds true with the Wolfenstein video I did. I have still given up. I mean, there's things happening at the moment which mean I have to do things, like I'm moving house, mainly because I don't want to say too much, give too much personal information away, but someone who at least was my friend, who I still care about very much, needs somewhere to live with her child. So yeah, we're sort of swapping houses. So I'm packing up a bit and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And what is all that banging? I mean, you'd complain if you're paying rent here, wouldn't you? Neighbours in this place, really. What is the rent? Well, I don't even know how we got here, but we came down from space and then we're just in a little dungeon somewhere. Don't know how that happened. Yeah, but other than that, I mean, I've done at least 2 things in the past couple of months that are, I was going to say objectively good. I don't believe things are objectively good. You need a person, a thinking being to exist, you know, to think things are good or not. But in my mind, they are good. There's an anti-porn campaign group called Click Off who was trying to get in touch with Jess Phillips for a long time, who happens to be my MP, and because I was able to prove that I was her constituent, she responded to the the copy and paste campaign thing from their website that I sent to her. So she is now talking to them, which is brilliant. Hopefully she'll be able to ask questions in Parliament. And what else have I done? I don't know. A couple of people have thanked me for some things I've done. I still find it hard to accept things like that because I know all the other things I've done in my life, you know, that might cancel those out. Or make that seem like the least I could do to make up for it. But yeah. Do you like cats? If you don't like cats, let me know down in the comments. Tell me why. There's got to be a reason. Anyway, this was Doom Eternal. Stayed up till midnight for this. Now past. Quite a long video actually for my standards. Sweet, look after yourselves, peace. Goodbye, I was constant disappointment.